Welcome back to the channel, guys. We're hopping back on the 58 project today. So if you watched our last episode, we got this Ford 88 rear end installed. This truck now has disc brakes all the way around. Still got to finish up our brake system. But moving on from the rear end, today we're going to be addressing our transmission. This truck was stuck in first gear the first time I drove it. I think the issue is in our shifter itself. So we have a lot of play right here. That guy might need to be tightened up a little bit. So we're going to see what we can do on here. See if we can get this transmission shifting. Just because there's so much slop in here, I think I'm just going to weld this fully around right here. Somebody's welded this before. Doesn't look like it held very well. There's still a little bit of play in there. I might weld this in here as well. See if it stiffens up. Got this thing all welded up, cleaned up with the Dremel. It's a lot better. I'm pretty sure it's going into gears now. I have our battery hooked up. I'm just gonna try to start it just to see if we can find like neutral. Just try to bump it with the starter. So this should be neutral. Oh, we're not moving. So that's probably a neutral. So that should be first, I believe. Yep. So that's first. And second. Yep. Try third. Yep. Fourth. Yep. Let's see if we can get reverse. And that's reverse. Looks like that's all it took to fix our shifter. So I welded some of this latch right here. Took the play out of that latch. All right, guys, I got the 58 back in the air. We need to install some gear oil into our diff. Over here, we got 3 quarts of Valvoline full synthetic 75 W140 with some limited slip additive. We got 3 quarts of gear oil and that ran us $45. We're gonna drain whatever's in here and then we're gonna fill her up. This rear end has a rear fill plug as well. I have that guy open right now, so once that starts overflowing, then we know that we're full. We should be coming up on it here soon with our third. Oh, actually, there it is. She's full now. All right, guys, our rear end is full. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna take this ancient alternator out of here. I decided I'm gonna replace it with a more modern alternator. This is a Chevy single wire alternator that I had laying around. Looks like that bottom bracket for the alternator is adjustable. Hopefully we don't have any issues adapting this onto there. So we're gonna pull the old one off now, pull that bracket off and see if we can adjust it to this alternator. All right, guys, we got this bracket on here. I had to do some modifications on this alternator. I had to cut off quite a bit of section right here where this bolt runs through. So we're gonna get this guy thrown back in. We successfully got this alternator on here. So the only thing we have to do now is wire this thing up. We just gotta add a ground now and hook up our power wire. All right, guys, here we have a set of horns to go onto the 58. So here we got Evil Energy AN adapter. This should fit onto our carb. So this should be a 5/8 inverted flare to a 6AN fitting. These guys ran us 12 bucks. So these horns on Amazon ran us 17 bucks. We're gonna get these guys installed. AN line is hooked up. right, guys, we got our horns installed. We got our wires running up to our aux beam. So we're gonna test this guy out. Jesus Christ. So we'll have to switch that to momentary. It's pretty loud. All right, so we got a horn now. All right, guys, we got some packages for the 58. This is a master cylinder upgrade kit for the 58, and this is the bracket that we're going to use to adapt it onto the 58. So we got our master cylinder and our adapter. These two things ran us $200 at Speedway Motors. We also got this package off Amazon. So this is 1 3/8 hose. This is going to be for the filler neck for our fuel tank, and this ran us $18 on Amazon. We got our new master cylinder in. It's looking pretty. This is a major upgrade over the stock one. So now all we got to do is run our brake lines. All right, guys, we got the truck off the lift. We're gonna pull our seat forward and we're gonna get our gas tank installed. All right, guys, we got our tank in. We got our strap down. Had to put a riv nut over there, and I had to put 2 riv nuts in the back of each of these straps. This guy's nice and tight. We got our AN line in. We got our filler hoses in. Now we can start mounting up our seat. All right, guys, we got our seat installed. So she's bolted down. Damn. Well, that's not good. Now we got to start making some brake lines for this truck. I ended up having this 3/16 brake line kit, so we'll be using that guy. I did have to order some T-fittings off Amazon, so these guys ran us 10 bucks. We got our flaring kit right here. I got a little pipe cutter. Let's start making some brake lines. All right, guys, we got our front lines made. Those guys are running up. We got a T-fitting right there. This one is going to that wheel. This one is coming out here. I'll probably put a bracket on this guy somewhere over here. This hose that came with this caliper wasn't long enough to fit through this factory hole, but I'll put a mount so that way our hard line isn't gonna be able to move. But for the most part, front lines are made. We're gonna come here to our back brake lines. We have one hose right here, our other hoses right here. Maybe we'll put a T-fitting right here. All right, guys, so we're gonna make a brake line going from our master cylinder to our T-fitting in the back. First of all, we're gonna get a measurement. So we'll go 66 inches. So we're gonna take our brake line and we're gonna unroll it. I'm gonna roughly straighten it so we can measure it. So So we got 66. I'm gonna take my cutter, tighten it down, rotate, quarter turn, rotate, quarter turn, rotate, and we're gonna keep doing that until it cuts through. There we go. I have this countersink on my drill, and I'm just gonna take this guy and bevel the end of the edge just a little bit. I'm gonna do the other side. I'm gonna take a file, go around these edges. We have our flaring bar clamped down into our vise. We're working with 3/16 brake line. We're gonna find 3/16 right here on our bar. We're gonna close this guy in there. But before we tighten it down, we're gonna take our flaring adapter and we're gonna use this adapter to measure our tube on how much it needs to be raised up. So right at that line is where we're gonna put our brake line to. So we're just gonna lay it on the edge, match that height up, clamp her down, clamp down this side. We're gonna make sure this bar is nice and tight. We're gonna put our flaring adapter pinned down inside the tube. Then we're gonna take our yoke. So this guy's gonna sit right into that adapter. Tighten her down. We're gonna go down till this flaring adapter is touching the flaring bar. Remove the flaring adapter. We're gonna put this guy back on, tighten it up again. There we go. That guy's nice and tight. Just like that, we have our flare made up. Whenever you clamp these things into the bar, sometimes it creates a little line on the edge of the flare. I like to take a file and file that down just so it has a nice mating surface, just so it's nice and smooth. So now we're gonna take our fittings, make sure to slide those guys on. Before you flare this other side, make sure to put both of your fittings on. Otherwise you'll be cutting it back off. That one's gonna go that way, and this one is gonna go the opposite way. Nice flare fitting on this side. So that guy's done. Now we just gotta repeat the flare process on this side, and we will have our brake line made up. All right guys, and just like that, we have our brake line made up. All right guys, we got our rear brake lines in. I'm gonna disconnect these lines, put some fluid up in there, and I'm gonna bleed the master cylinder first. Then I'll hook these lines back up, and then I'll get to bleeding these brakes. We got all of our brake lines bled. We're gonna throw this exhaust in right now, get that guy tightened back up. All right guys, we got our exhaust on. We got our brake lines all made up, gear oil in our rear end, our new master cylinder in. We got our brakes bled, horns on, seat mounted, fuel tank in. All of our lines are hooked up. She's almost ready for the road. Make sure to stay tuned guys. On our next episode, we're gonna take this thing on a real test drive, see what she can do. Thanks for watching guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.